Okay, so let's get right into it. Think about the last bit of cash you got. Maybe it was your paycheck, maybe some birthday money. What was your very first thought? Was it, what can I buy with this? Or was it, what can I build with this? Now that might seem like a small difference, but trust me, it's a total game changer. And today, we're going to break down the massive mindset shift behind it all, financial stewardship.
You know, this quote pretty much nails it. It really captures the two ways you can look at your money. Either you're in the driver's seat, telling your money exactly where to go and what job to do, or it's controlling you, making you anxious and driving every single decision with this constant fear of losing out. We're here to make sure you're the one holding the keys.
To really see how this plays out, let's just run a little thought experiment. I want you to picture 3 aspiring creators. They're all hustling, all trying to get their side project to just blow up. Then, out of nowhere, some mystery benefactor sees their potential and drops a cool grand on each of them to kickstart their dreams. So you've got 3 people, the exact same opportunity, but as you'll see, 3 wildly different results.
So let's meet our crew. First up, we've got the hoarder. Their main goal, just don't lose the money. Then there's the grinder, who lives by the motto that pure hard work is the only way to win. And finally, there's the visionary, who's already thinking about a much bigger picture, one that goes way beyond just their own success. So, what does the hoarder do with that cash? Well, the idea of losing that $1,000 is completely paralyzing. You know the thoughts. What if the project fails? What if I pick the wrong gear? The fear of loss becomes so much stronger than the desire for gain that they decide the safest move is to do absolutely nothing at all. So that $1,000, it gets stashed away, maybe under the mattress, safe and sound. And sure, it didn't lose a single penny, but it also didn't grow. It didn't create anything new, and it made zero impact. It's a perfect preservation of the status quo, which, let's be honest, in a world of growth and opportunity, is actually a loss.
All right, now let's check in with our second creator, the grinder. They see that $1,000 as pure fuel for the fire. They immediately put it to work, buying a better camera, upgrading their editing software, running some social media ads to get more eyeballs on their content. They are all about that grind set.
And the result? It pays off. By investing directly into their hustle, the grinder turns that $1,000 into $2,000. I mean, this is a clear win, right? They put their resources to work and got a real, tangible return. By any normal measure, this is a success story. But is it the best story?
And this is where the visionary really changes the game. Just like the grinder, they invest the money to improve their own project. But they don't stop there. With their upgraded platform and their growing audience, they start reaching out to other small creators to collaborate, sharing their new resources and their spotlight. So here's the bottom line on the visionary. Yeah, they also doubled their money, just like the grinder. But the real win? By collaborating, they created a network. Their success didn't just stay with them. It created this ripple effect, lifting up 2 or 3 other creators in the process. They didn't just make a profit, they built a community.
Okay, so this brings us to the most important question of all. The grinder and the visionary both multiplied their money, while the hoarder stayed stuck at square one. What was the one fundamental difference in how they saw that initial $1,000 grant?
It all comes down to this one idea: financial stewardship. This is the mindset that separated them. It's the shift from seeing yourself as just an owner of your money, protecting it out of fear, to seeing yourself as its active manager. Your job is to put every single dollar to work for a specific purpose.
The owner mindset, that's our hoarder, right, is driven by fear and this sense of scarcity, this idea that there's just not enough to go around. It leads to hoarding. But the manager, the steward, operates from a place of purpose and abundance, focusing on growing what they have to make a bigger impact.
And really, that's the core shift right there. It's moving away from a mindset that's purely about stacking up more for yourself and moving towards one that's about using what you have, whether it's a little or a lot, to accomplish something truly meaningful.
So how do you actually start doing this? Like, how do you really begin to think like a steward? Let's make this super practical. You don't need a $1,000 grant to get started. Nope. You just need to decide what to do with your very next dollar. Here's your small win for today. It's a simple 3-step challenge. First, I want you to identify a small chunk of money. Let's say your next $20. Second, and this is the most important part, give that $20 a specific job. Finally, track what happens. Did it do its job?
What kind of job can $20 even do? Well, a lot, actually. It could be buying a book to master a new subject.
It could be a month's subscription to a tool that teaches you a new skill. You could use it to support another small creator you really admire. Or hey, even buy a rare in-game item you know could go up in value. The goal is just to make it an active investment, not just passive spending.
And look, getting this mindset right is what we call a Category A skill. It is the absolute foundation. Before you get deep into the complex math of investing, taxes, and all those financial strategies, all that Category B stuff, you have to first master the why. You've got to become a good steward first. It's non-negotiable.
Because at the end of the day, you've already been given resources. Your time, your skills, your energy, and whatever money you have right now. So the only question left is, are you going to be a hoarder, a grinder, or a visionary with what you've been given? What will you build?